Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Crypto News. So today I want to talk a little bit about the Bitclub BC Trader. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of a preview. So this basically means that a lot of the information, or maybe even all of the information that I'm giving right now, is unofficial and things could change. All right, so the reason why I'm doing this presentation is because a lot of people in my team are asking about the trader, and I thought, I might as well just do one video to answer all the questions and all the information that I have about it. I'll just give it to you in one video, and hopefully you'll find it informative, and everything is in one place. So this is my preview, and again, I just want to state one more time, the information in this preview is not 100% confirmed. One or two things could change in the future, so just keep that in mind. All right. Okay, so what is the BC Trader? The BC Trader is an auto trader that will connect to an exchange and trade the funds for you. Okay, once the API is set up correctly, you will just sit back and do nothing. All right, well, sort of do nothing. You'll monitor your trades, but what I mean by do nothing is that you are not directly involved in the trading process. There are one or two things that you can tweak in the settings. Let's say, for example, trade between trading pairs. You can do that with your trader, but in general, it is a trading bot, which basically means that you don't need to monitor the markets. You don't need to put in buy and sell orders. You don't need to monitor your orders. All of those things are being done by the BC Trader. Automated trading is great for beginners and also experienced traders, as it removes emotions from trading. One of the things that people don't talk about when they mention trading is that it's actually very psychologically taxing. Enter a trade now. Is it too late? Is it too early? Should you stay in the trade? There's greed, fear, doubt. Then there's revenge trading. There's a lot of emotions that actually go into trading. And this is why a lot of traders lose money, is because they are not trading based on their plan. They are trading based on emotion. Okay. So the trading bot removes all of that. You don't need to know how to do technical analysis. You just basically need to know how to set up the API to connect the trading robot to your exchange. And once that is connected, it will do all the trading for you. All right. Okay, so how does it work? So you need to purchase an auto trading license package from Bitclub, either 500, 1,000, 2,000, or 3,500. Okay, open an account at a supported exchange and connect the API. So I think there's about 5 or 6 exchanges right now. Russ mentioned that supports the BC Trader. There's the tutorial video that I'll do on how to actually connect the API once we have the information, but it's pretty simple. There's like a secret key that's available on the exchange. You then need to take that secret key and post it in the trading bot, and now the trading bot will be able to trade for you. All right. Okay, so the API will allow the auto trader to trade on your behalf based on your settings in package. There will be certain limitations. Do not allow withdrawals. So there's an option for most exchanges where you can actually click and say no, do not allow withdrawal for this trading bot, which basically means that all the funds are still with you. Okay, funds are still with you. It is not with Bitclub Network. Bitclub Network is just trading on your behalf. Okay, so this again sort of brings back the previous bot that we were planning to roll out about 2 years ago. I believe that was an arbitrage bot. So what happened was there's discrepancies between exchanges where you can buy Bitcoin cheaper at one exchange and sell it more expensive at another exchange. And we were planning to roll out this bot, but the Bitfinex hack happened, and we realized that keeping clients' money, large amounts of money on one exchange, you need to kind of be responsible for those funds, even if the exchange gets hacked. So let's say, for example, we took, I think Russ mentioned, $100 million was on the table. People were ready to actually buy the trading bot, and we were basically planning to roll it out. And what happened was Bitfinex got hacked, I think somewhere around that time, and we felt that exchanges were not very safe to keep clients' money on and be responsible for. Okay, so because at that time you would have to give your money to Bitclub, and Bitclub would then physically take that money and trade arbitrage for you. But this is different. You keep your money, you're just buying the trading bot license. Okay, so you need to renew the package yearly. Unlike mining contracts where you have 1,000 days and you have the option to repurchase, for this you need to constantly renew it every year, which basically means that whenever somebody buys a package, if they are in your binary tree, basically you will be able to get passive income cycling every year from this package. Now, if you've never been a Bitclub member, you don't know what that means, no problem. There will be a link in the description box talking about Bitclub's payouts and how our commission works. It's a completely other video that I'm not going to talk about in this one, all right? So what are the packages? Package 1 is $500 to buy the license, okay? This is just buying the license and the trading bot to trade for you. You can trade on one exchange. There are 3 trading pairs. It trades up to $2,000, and it basically gives you a position in the binary tree worth about 3 credits. Okay, so again, if you don't understand what this means because you're not a Bitclub member, no worries. Look in the description box. You'll find a video that leads to how our payouts actually work. Package 2 is $1,000. You can trade on 2 exchanges. It trades 10 trading pairs and trades up to $5,000. You get 6 credits and a position in the binary tree. Package 3, $2,000. It trades on 3 exchanges. Trades up to, let's get rid of that. Trades up to 20 trading pairs. Trades up to $15,000. And of course, your position in the binary tree will be worth 12 credits. Okay. Now, the founder package basically trades on unlimited exchanges, trades on unlimited trading pairs, trades up to $100,000. Founder package benefits. Now, if you buy this, there are certain benefits that come with being a founder. It changes based on what is being offered at the moment. I'm not going to tell you what the benefits are, but there are additional benefits as opposed to just buying any one of the other contracts. And your position in the binary tree will be worth 21 credits, just like other founders. All right. So this is a summary. Okay. This is a summary of the packages that are being offered. Package 1, 2, 3, and the founder. 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,500. These are the amount of exchanges. Okay, so this is unlimited exchanges. This is the abbreviation for unlimited. Get rid of this. Okay, and it trades up to 100,000 for the founder. So the founder obviously is the most value for money. You can see there's a huge jump from 15,000 to 100,000 here. So if you've got a significant amount of money to trade, if you've got basically more than 15,000, you want to go for the founder package. Then you can just keep adding on later on if you want to. You don't have to, buy package 1, buy a package 2, and then later on buy another package. I'm not sure in this case if you buy package 1, 2, and 3, will it automatically upgrade you to a founder? That's how it works for our mining pools. I suspect it might be the same. So if you buy a package 1, 2, and 3, it will automatically add up to a founder, and then you'll be able to trade up to 100,000. I suspect that's how it would work as well, but right now I'm not 100% sure. Let's say, for example, you want to trade more than $100,000, you will need to buy multiple contracts. So let's say, for example, you have $1 million that you want to trade. You will need to buy 10 founder pools. 10 founder pools, then you can trade $1 million on the auto trading bot. All right. Now, Bitclub currently has approximately 1.5 million miners, which basically means about 1.5 million contracts, which translates roughly to about 600,000 members. Okay. Now, Bitclub only has 150,000 auto trader contracts for sale. So roughly about a fourth. So not all Bitclub members will be able to buy the trader. And I do know members that have large amounts of cash will buy several contracts. Okay, so you could have one member buying 10 or 20 contracts. That is very, very possible if they have that amount of money to actually trade. So yeah, I think that these contracts will be sold out pretty fast until new contracts are opened, or until these contracts actually lapse a year later. If you do not pick one up relatively fast, I have a feeling they're going to be sold out. Okay, so at the moment, 5 to 6 exchanges are supported, but more will be added on. Like I mentioned, maybe 20,000 every time a new exchange actually gets added. Estimates, Russ mentioned in his talk that he thinks in approximately 30 days, a lot of contracts are going to be bought up, if not all of the contracts are going to be bought up. So this is something that if you have the funds and the means, you want to get it the moment it's launched. Trading info. Okay, so the auto trader has made as high as 40% profit in a month. However, we should probably lower that estimate. Russ has mentioned 10 to 20% a month. I am going to even lower it to 10 to 15%. So this is going to be very conservative. I like to undersell things. If the contract says it's done 40%, and I'm going to say it's making 10%. Okay. And you can switch between trading pairs after. Okay, so let's say, for example, you've got a trading pair. Trading pair is basically Bitcoin USD, Ethereum USD, Bitcoin Ethereum, Ethereum Neo USD. These are all trading pairs. Okay, so let's say you're trading Bitcoin USD, Ethereum USD, and Litecoin USD, and you notice that Litecoin USD is making the most amount of money. For example, I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but for example, you can then remove money from your Bitcoin and your Ethereum and put it all in Litecoin if you like. That is an option of what you can actually do. Trade between, move your money between your trading pairs. Earnings can be compounded as long as the auto trade is not reset. Now, let's say, for example, you've locked in your money, $2,000 for the 500 contract or $100,000 for the 3,500 contract into Bitcoin USD, Ethereum USD, and Litecoin USD, and Dash USD. Okay, as long as you don't do anything, it will compound. So that means that it will, whatever interest that you make, it will compound that amount of money. Let's say you made 10%. That 10% will again be traded. Now, if you want to withdraw, of course you can. Okay, because that's very important. If, let's say, you're investing in something, whether it's a trading bot or, you know, whatever program that you're investing in, and they don't allow you to withdraw your money, that is suspicious, right? So you, of course, you can withdraw, but then again, it'll get set back to whatever your maximum was. So if your maximum was 2,000 or 100,000, that's going to be your new maximum. All right. So possible returns for the auto trader. Okay. So this is a fictitious scenario that I have created because sometimes people want to see numbers, right? What is possible? What could it potentially do? I'm not saying that these are definitely going to be the results. In no way am I saying this is how the auto trader return is going to be. I'm just giving you some numbers that I'm pulling out of thin air just to give you an idea of how it could potentially work. Okay, so let's say 6 months, the average is about 10%. So you make 10% on average. 2 months, it's done really well. Okay, so it went up to 15%. 1 month, it hit Russ Medlin's conservative target of 20%. And 3 months, I'm going to say that it actually lost money. Okay, so this is the auto trader at the moment, according to information that I have gotten, has not lost money yet. Now, having said that, just because it hasn't lost money doesn't mean that it will continue to always be in profit. So I'm going to just throw it a curveball every 3 months and say, these 3 months, you actually lost 5%. Okay, so basically, instead of positive 10, it went negative 5. All right. That would basically mean that if you add all of this together, 60% plus 30%, a lot of messages, 60% plus 30% plus 20% minus 15%, you get about 95% non-compounding. Okay, so that basically means that you took it out, you put it back in, you moved around the trading pairs, you reset your bot every month. It's non-compounding. Okay, so you make about 95% a year, which is amazing actually. And on average, that's about 7.9% a month. Okay, this is how much you would make on my very conservative estimation of you losing money. It's only 10% most of the time, and only 1 month it actually touched 20%, and it never ever touched 40%, which is something that is done in the past. So I think this is very conservative figures. All right. Okay, so 500 package. You can trade 2,000 US dollars. That would get you about $158 a month on average. Okay, so it would approximately take you about 3.5 months to pay for your auto trader, and then you will be in profit. Okay, so this 500 is of course not including the $99 membership package. That is something that I'll talk about a little later on, but just the 500 package for the auto trader, you can make it back, conservative estimates, 3.5 months. Based on previous trading results of the auto trader. Now, let's say, for example, it actually hit 15% a month. Okay, so it was doing really well. Mr. Russ Medlin mentioned that it can go up between 10 and 20%. So let's use Russ's estimates, which are also conservative, in the middle, somewhere around 15%. Okay, so it will take you about 2 months to pay for your auto trader of $500, roughly approximately that much. Okay, so this is for the 500 package, which is of course the lowest value for your trading bot. Okay, so 3.5 months is basically means that you are making money the other 8.5 months. Is that right? Yeah, the other 8.5 months you will be in profit. In this case, the other 10 months you will actually be in profit. So why wouldn't you want to renew it if you're constantly making profits, right? So what about the 3,500 packet? At 7.9%, which is the conservative estimate, that's 7,900 in the first month, which basically means that you only need about half a month or about 2 weeks to pay for your auto trader of 3,500. Okay, only 2 weeks, and you will get your money back for the package if you're trading 100,000 US dollars. Now, at Mr. Russ's estimate of 15%, you'll be making 15,000 in your first month, which basically means that is about 0.25 months or about a week. Okay, so at 15%, you can make back your 100,000 in about a week. This is, I'm talking about the cost that you're paying for the license. Okay, and then after that, it's going to be all in profit. Now, I'm aware not everybody has 100,000 US dollars to trade, so let's lower it to 20,000. Okay, so at 20,000, let's say, for example, you take this package, because it's not, you can't trade 20,000 on the package 3. That's maximum of 15,000. So 20,000 for the 3,500 package is reasonable. Okay, that if you have 20,000, you should start to think about the 3,500 package because you can't trade it with lower packages already. So this would basically be 1,580 a month. Approximately 2.5 months, you will be able to pay for the auto trader, which basically means the other 9.5 months you will be in profit. And if it's 15%, it's only 1.25 months, approximately about 5 weeks. You'll be able to pay for your package of 3,500, and all the other months will be in profit. It's about 10.75 months. Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, so this is roughly based on the previous output of the trading bot, what it could look like when it's ready to go. All right, so these are some of the questions, because I've met some of my team members and they've asked these questions. Why is the trading amount limited? Okay, so why is it that when I buy a trading bot, I can only trade 2,000 and 100,000? Why can't they just let me trade as much as I want, right? So it's got to do with the fact that crypto trading is actually small. Okay, so that basically means that compared to Forex and stock markets, it's actually a very small amount is being traded. I think Forex is in the trillions. Stocks is about the hundreds, billions, whereas Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is like about 2-3 billion, maybe 5 billion. So it's very, very small, and this creates liquidity issues. Okay, so let's say, for example, you've got an order book like this. Okay, you want to buy at this amount and you want to sell at this amount to make the profit, right? But if you just take any amount of money, okay, this basically means that it's going to create situations where you're going to buy up all of this, and then you're not going to have any more sellers. Then you need to go higher, and you need to buy up all of this, and then you need to buy up all of this. And eventually, if you're trying to keep buying and buying and buying without any limitations, you're going to get to the price where you want to sell it at. So then this bot doesn't become profitable anymore. So that's why Russ mentioned that they actually had an offer of 40 million for somebody to want to buy the bot, and then we also sell it. And then we realized that even Bitclub is actually too big to operate this bot because we've got so many members. So now we need to limit the amount of contracts that we have so that it's fair to everyone. Okay, because there's no point selling a bot to a million people and it's not profitable for a million people. It's better to sell it to 150,000 and it's profitable for 150,000. Even though we do really well in the sales and it'll do really well in the binary cycle, Bitclub is thinking long term. We want to make sure that our product is profitable, then only sell it to our members, because you want a profitable product so that people will buy it, right? So we don't want to just be, oh, give us your money and then, we already made your money. It doesn't matter anymore. Bitclub always thinks long term. We're thinking repeat customers, and of course we want all our members to make money. So that's why we're limiting the amount of contracts to 150,000. Okay. And if it's anything like the early days of the GPUs, because when we first launched GPUs, they were sold out within minutes. So I have a feeling that these contracts are going to be sold out very fast as well, not just by people who are looking to trade, but I think also people who are booking places for future sales. So let's say, for example, you believe that you'll be able to sell a certain amount of these auto traders. I think people might be pre-buying them first and then trading on the auto trader. And when somebody else wants to come and buy it, they'll just sell them their own contracts. So I foresee early days of the auto trader to be something like the early days of the GPU contracts, where it's going to be bought up very, very quickly. Do I still need to pay the 99 membership fees? I believe that you do, right? So all of our contracts, you have to pay a 99 membership fees. Otherwise, if you already have an existing contract, then you will be able to add it to your existing contract. So if you've already got a mining pool, you can probably add on this to your position. Of course, you won't get another spot in the binary tree. But yes, you can add it on if you already have a contract with Bitclub. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay 99 on top of it. Will I need to renew the license? So yes, Russ mentioned, and I also mentioned earlier on, most members who have made profits should gladly renew the license, because even under bad scenarios, you should be making money more than half of the year, which will result in repeated passive income via the binary tree. So at the moment for mining contracts, it's a one and done. You sell a mining contract to somebody. Once they buy the mining contract, they're mining, they are doing repurchases, so you're making some minor income from the repurchases, but no more from the cycling unless they rebuy more contracts. So for this, it's different because it's very profitable. Bitclub can actually say, okay, if you want another contract, you have to rebuy it again next year, and that's what they're doing. So they're rebuying the contracts every year to renew the contracts so that they can make profits every year, which basically means renewed income for you yearly. That's great, right? If you're a member of Bitclub and you're building your team, you just need to make the sale once and you're getting commission every year from the binary cycle. Is there risk? This is the other question that I get asked a lot, okay? So as anything related to crypto, there is always risk, okay? So cryptocurrency is a very risky asset class. The question should be, what's the risk-reward ratio, okay? So risk-reward ratio, is there risk? Of course. Obviously, I wouldn't be involved in cryptocurrency if I didn't think it was the future. And I do think that a lot of products that are offered by Bitclub, whether it's mining contracts or in this case, our auto trader, auto trader especially has a very high risk-reward ratio. So I think that that's how you need to be looking at it. Are you taking risk? Yes. But what is the reward for the risk that you are taking? Sometimes people say to me, I want to get rich, but I don't want any risk. I want it to be guaranteed. I want it to be consistent. I don't want there to be any bumps in the road. I just want a smooth ride all the way to my riches. Such a thing does not exist, okay? It doesn't exist. There's nobody got rich from not taking risk, from playing it safe, and it was consistent all the way. If that's what you want, maybe a 9-to-5 job is better for you, but you're never going to get rich from working a 9-to-5 job. You need to take some risk, okay? So risk-reward ratio, I think, is really good for this trader. Is there risk? Yes, there is, but I think risk-reward ratio is the best. All right, well, that's it for my presentation. And of course, all the information that I mentioned here could change when it's finally launched and finally available to all our members. I am definitely looking forward to trading with this bot because I'm doing trading manually at the moment, and while I've had some relative successes, it would be great if I could just vary up my trading strategies, and this will definitely be one of them. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a message in the message box below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like the video, feel free to share it, and until next time, I'll catch you guys again on the flip side. Ciao.